The world of entertainment is mourning the loss of a brilliant star who defined a generation of iconic television. From her unforgettable start as a clever child detective to her legendary roles in action fantasy masterpieces, she captured our hearts with her sharp wit and resilient spirit. Sadly, news has broken that this beloved actress has passed away at the age of 39. Today we reflect on her courageous journey, her silent health battles, and the profound legacy she leaves behind on screen. Patrick Godfrey's extraordinary 7-decade journey established him as an immortal, sophisticated anchor within epic and period action cinema. Spanning hundreds of brilliant roles, his unforgettable milestones included elevating intense narratives like The Count of Monte Cristo and the action-packed adventures of Doctor Who, utilizing intellectual power rather than physical stunts. However, his long career was defined by silent hardships, constantly battling to adapt his traditional Royal Shakespeare Company stage mastery into modern, special effects-heavy cinematic environments. Tragically, this inspiring journey peacefully concluded on June 4, 2026, when the revered 93-year-old artist passed away from natural causes of old age at his home. Godfrey never required golden trophies to prove his greatness. His ultimate award was the enduring respect of Hollywood. He leaves behind a magnificent cinematic blueprint, reminding us that true masters do not always fight on the front lines. Sometimes, their dignified presence silently holds the weight of the entire universe. Gene Hackman is the ultimate gold standard for grit in action cinema. His legendary journey peaked in 1971 with The French Connection, where his portrayal of Popeye Doyle earned him an Academy Award for Best Actor. This film set a massive benchmark with a high-speed car chase that remains unmatched. Throughout his career, Hackman appeared in over 80 films, winning 2 Oscars and 4 Golden Globes, proving that he was a powerhouse of the industry. However, his path was never easy. Early on, he was brutally told he had no talent, and later, the physical demands of intense stunts took a heavy toll on his health. The most heartbreaking chapter occurred in February 2025. Hackman passed away on February 18, 2025, at age 95 due to heart disease and Alzheimer's complications. His departure marked the end of an era. More than just a star, he was a silent warrior whose raw honesty leaves a profound, aching void in our hearts. Breaking news: Henry Winkler, a man whose legendary thumb flick could ignite a jukebox, yet spent a lifetime trying to restart his own shattered confidence amid the cold glares of Hollywood. To the world, he was the untouchable icon of cool, but beneath that iconic leather jacket beat the fragile heart of a boy still trembling from the echoes of father's relentless disappointment. Now, as he reaches the solemn milestone of 80 years, the roaring laughter of the sitcom set has finally faded, leaving behind the profound and heavy silence of a soul that has finally stopped running from the ghosts of its own past. The tragedy of Henry's existence was written in the dancing letters that refused to stay still on a page, mocking his every attempt at brilliance. Born into a household of German Jewish survivors who viewed academic failure as a direct betrayal of their agonizing sacrifice, his undiagnosed dyslexia became a silent executioner of his self-worth. He lived in a spotless Manhattan apartment where the air was thick with the suffocating scent of order and the sharp, rhythmic sting of the phrase, "dumb Hund." While his parents saw a lazy child, Henry was actually a young soldier fighting a desperate daily war against a brain that saw the world in broken fragments, a lonely struggle that left him starving for a single crumb of genuine fatherly pride. The transition from the deafening roar of Happy Days to the frozen desert of Hollywood's indifference was a betrayal that nearly broke his very spirit. For nearly an agonizing decade after the cameras stopped rolling, Henry sat by a hauntingly silent telephone, watching his hard-earned fame evaporate like mist, while the industry heartlessly branded him a relic of a bygone era. This was his second great winter, a period of total isolation where he had to learn that his true value was not tied to a fictional character, but to his own quiet endurance. He traded the fleeting applause of millions for the grueling, sacrificial role of a caregiver, standing as an unbreakable pillar of strength for his wife, Stacy, as she faced the terrifying, dark abyss of her own mortality through repeated, exhausting battles with illness. Perhaps the most haunting chapter was the final, unspoken curtain call with his father, a man he could only love through a heavy veil of fear and trembling. When death finally claimed the elder Winkler in 1995, it cruelly took with it the last earthly chance for a blessing that never arrived. Henry was forced to learn how to baptize himself in the waters of his own forgiveness, turning the jagged, broken glass of his past into the magnificent stained glass windows of a mentor's compassionate heart. Today, he stands not as a biker from a lost decade, but as a survivor who has meticulously turned every cruel insult into a sacred prayer for the misunderstood. If the enduring warmth of his spirit has ever provided you shelter during your own storms, please leave a profound tribute to this living masterpiece of human kindness. He is still alive. John Lawler was a highly respected character actor whose presence graced the American screen for over 4 decades. He first captured the public's heart as the kind-hearted headmaster Stephen Bradley in the 1979 sitcom The Facts of Life. Throughout his prolific career, Lawler appeared in numerous high-stakes projects, including the acclaimed series Breaking Bad and the Western epic Wyatt Earp. He represented a quiet, intellectual strength, often playing figures of authority with a gentle and human touch. However, his journey was not without its shadows. Beyond the challenges of maintaining a steady career in a competitive industry, he faced a difficult battle with declining health in his final years. This remarkable journey reached its conclusion on February 21st, 2025, when he passed away at 83 due to complications from pancreatic cancer and Alzheimer's. He remains a cherished figure in cinematic memory, remembered for his professional integrity and the warmth he brought to every role.